Combating hatred. Combating hatred. That is the focus of our next interview. But first and foremost, welcome back to Connect. I'm your host, Conn Patrick Jackson. You know we love connecting with people in the know, and our next guest has committed her life to protecting those against hate and helping us be part of the crusade to help protect those. And we love taking you and connecting you with places you want to go. And here we are in Coral Gables, right outside Miami, absolutely stunningly beautiful. And we'll have more here in a moment. But there is Holly. Holly, I know you're with the American Jewish Committee. And let me ask, are we seeing an unfortunate incidence of anti-Semitism?
Unfortunately, yes. We know historical patterns, actually, that anti-Semitism does rise around election cycles, around Jewish holidays, and around when there's an uptick in violence in the Middle East. So, from the moment of the terrorist attacks, October 7th, and that aftermath, unfortunately, those of us following anti-Semitic trends knew that there was going to be a rise in incidents, and we've had almost an 1,100% rise in anti-Semitism around the world, and almost 400% rise here in the United States.
Staggering and upsetting. And with that said, I know we're talking today about a program known as Translate Hate. There's a glossary. Tell us more.
So Translate Hate Glossary is a resource of terms, tropes, phrases, of things that can become anti-Semitic or are anti-Semitic. There are almost 60 of these terms in this glossary. It was a publication that started actually in 2019. So several years ago, when we were already seeing anti-Semitism rising in the United States, people really couldn't make sense of what was happening, couldn't understand it. And we've been adding terms to this resource over time because anti-Semitism is constantly changing. And we just added more than a dozen new terms today.
Holly, we appreciate this. And might you share a few examples?
Of course. So you'll find ones that are easy maybe to recognize, such as Nazi symbols. But then there's ones that are a little more complicated, looking at control or dual loyalty or the blood libel. There's also some phrases that we've been hearing in kind of popular culture in the last couple of months since the war started, such as from the river to the sea or globalize the intifada. And we unpack the meaning and the history behind those phrases and the impact of those phrases on the Jewish community. And so those are a few terms and phrases that you can find.
Yes, and I agree. We are all responsible for stamping out hate and standing up for one another. And with that said, as we wrap, Holly, what closing ideas and thoughts do you share with us?
My hope is that we have this civil society mechanism that we all rise up and say this is not okay. Coming out of rising conspiratorial thinking we've been seeing in the last few years, coming out of what happened during COVID, the wars that are around us, there is a darkness. But there is hope that when we ask the question about, do you think anti-Semitism is a problem for society? Guess what? 9 in 10 Americans say that it is, and that it is a societal responsibility. So that is hopeful. We just need to, we've created the tools to empower society to be able to push back against it.
The American Red Cross. The American Red Cross. What an amazing organization, making a big difference, not only after natural disasters, but so much more. And we're going to learn and be reminded together. But first and foremost, welcome back to Connect. I'm your host, Conn Patrick Jackson. We love connecting you with people in the know, and our next guest is an incredible woman who's making a big difference within the Red Cross, is making a big difference to millions of families that face disaster and need relief. And we love taking you to places you want to go. And here we are just outside Miami and Coral Gables, absolutely beautiful. More here in a moment. But there is Jennifer. Jennifer, thanks for joining us. And what led you first into the Red Cross?
Well, I actually started as a volunteer back in 2004 in Raleigh, North Carolina. I was a stay-at-home mom, and I was looking for a way to give back to my community, and I'd been a long-time blood donor, and so I went to the local Red Cross chapter, and I learned more about all of the amazing things that it does, and I decided I wanted to volunteer. And then about a year later, I ended up with a job with the organization, and I have never looked back.
Well, you have had an amazing impact, and we are thrilled you're here to talk with us and share more about what the American Red Cross is doing as an organization, which you're part of, and thanks again for joining us. So Jennifer, tell us about this past year, 2023, and the impact. What's going on?
We have seen this climate crisis challenge us in unprecedented ways. These are more intense, more frequent storms impacting more families across the U.S. It sends thousands of families looking for some place to flee to from wildfires, from floods, and from hurricanes. And many of those families, more so than ever before, are turning to the Red Cross for help, for a safe place to stay, and to be able to stay there until they can find out if they can return home after the disaster has occurred.
And Jennifer, with that said, what is the call to action for all of us?
There are really three very easy ways that your viewers can help the American Red Cross. The first is they can continue to support us through generous financial donations. You know, when you are helping a family that has lost everything, no amount of gift is too small to make a difference in their lives and their recovery. The second thing you can do is roll up your sleeve and donate blood. You can make an appointment. It takes about an hour, and you can actually end up saving a stranger's life just by that simple act. And then the third, more disasters spread out all across the U.S. means that we need more volunteers to be able to deliver the mission. So you can raise your hand and become a Red Cross volunteer. And that may mean responding to disasters in your local backyard, like house fires and families who lose their homes because of that. Or if you're able to, we can put you on a plane and deploy you to places like Maui and Florida and Vermont. Those are some of just the most recent disasters where we've had to mobilize hundreds of volunteers to make sure that we can take care of those communities once that disaster's occurred.
Well, Jennifer, we are so appreciative of this very important message that you've given us. We appreciate all of you at the American Red Cross, and I'd be remiss if you wouldn't remind us of all that American Red Cross does to help families through very difficult times.
I think a lot of times people focus on emergency lodging or sheltering. Those are the pictures you see of folks in gymnasiums and in community centers with cots and blankets. But what we do is so much more than just providing a safe place to stay. We have licensed medical help professionals. These families have experienced unspeakable traumas when they have to evacuate their home. And so we're there to help them with coping mechanisms and tools to make sure that they can continue their recovery. We have nurses and medical professionals there. A lot of times folks evacuate and they may forget their life-saving medications. We want to make sure that we can get access to those and provide those to families who need it the most. Then after that, we start working family by family to talk about what are the next steps. Where are you going to live? How do we help you navigate that process? Some families have a plan and they just needed a safe place to stay for a couple days and they're able to move on. But more and more families nowadays, they're saying we actually need some financial assistance as well. This year alone, we've already distributed more than $100 million in direct financial assistance to families. It's a critical piece that we play, and a lot of times the folks in the general public are unaware that we're able to provide those kinds of resources because of the generosity of the donors who support the American Red Cross.
Pop yourself, pop yourself. Let me just tell you, there's a lot of fun going on with this next company. They become world-renowned, trendy, cool, hip, fun, you name it. Funko has got it going on. We have one of their executives with us to tell us about this. Pop yourself and maybe use it as a stocking stuffer is what I'm kind of thinking. But more importantly, it's just fun. And let's find out more about it together. There is Dave. Dave, tell us about Funko. What is it?
Yeah, so we connect fans to fandom. So if you're a fan of Star Wars or Marvel or Warner Brothers, we create items across many different platforms, whether it's a figure like our Pop brand or our Loungefly brand making soft lines and bags and stuff. You're able to express that fandom through the product we make, and we have over 1,000 different active licenses. So we really have something for everyone, which is why this product is so unique in our portfolio, and we're so excited about it. The Pop Yourself program, but that's what Funko is.
And that's not all, because it's customizable, right?
Yeah. Well, we on our box we say everyone's one of one. Like really, everything that goes out the door, every person is unique. And for us to be able to facilitate that at scale, that fans can create their own likeness, their hairstyle, their clothes, and get to celebrate their interests, whether they play sports or they love to cook, really capture who people are, and be able to facilitate that in pop form is something obviously very new for us, and we're very excited about, and we think that's why it's resonated so much with fans, particularly in gift-giving seasons.
Well, we've enjoyed our time with you, Dave. I've got some creative ideas that I'm looking forward for gift giving. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the fun that Funko is spreading to the world, literally. So cute. But with that said, as we wrap, I'm just curious, in your office, I can imagine a whole bunch of those Funkos looking down at you as you work.
Yeah, well, that's a great question. I probably have 300 in total, but in my office, I think it's about 100. And they are all actually facing me, so they all get to watch me work.
So glad you got to check out that clip. But listen, we've got plenty more going on here at Get Connected, our TV show. My friend and I are going to give you a glimpse of all the fun, so take it away.
The sun shines bright as it moves across my face. I feel the light and everything is in its place. Oh, I woke up feeling great. Today was made for me. And life is good the way it should, the way it was meant to be.
Well, join us and we'll get you in the know. Check us out at Get Connected at conntv.com and be part of the movement.
It's a beautiful day.
Holiday cheer, holiday cheer. We are so grateful you're with us here on Connect. You know we love connecting with people in the know, and our next guest is certainly in the know when it comes to our health, eating healthier, being healthier. She's a registered dietitian. She's amazing, and she's always has an idea or two for us to implement. And now with the holidays upon us, why not start our healthier now instead of the new year? Well, let's see what she has to say. Maya, welcome. It's great having you with us. And what led you to become a registered dietitian?
I was really interested in equity access to nutrition and health, and so I felt that becoming a registered dietitian would allow me to really impact the lives of people, especially around their nutrition and health related goals.
And making an impact you are, and Maya, you know, the holidays are here. I know you have a concern or a hope that we'll be healthier.
So the holidays come around every year, and you know, many of my patients report that they're actually surprised by the holidays, and it throws them out of their regular routine, especially for people who are working with cardiometabolic conditions or living with diabetes. It can be a time where that routine really has an impact on their desired health outcomes. So I completely respect it and understand that it is a tricky time for folks, and that they're looking for actionable solutions to support them as they move through this season.
Maya, we always love your tips and ideas. And what do you have for us today for show and tell?
Absolutely. So I really feel like for individuals, having an idea of what you're consuming, especially when we're thinking about the quantity and the quality. So tracking, for example, using an app like MyFitnessPal can really provide you, the individual, with information about, for example, how much protein you're taking in, how much fiber, how hydrated you are. These are some tools that you can use without shame and guilt to really give you information about yourself.
MyFitnessPal, I like that name and what it might help us do and track and keep us healthier with good habits. But how do we get the most out of it?
Absolutely. So when using an app like MyFitnessPal, for example, recipes, we all love recipe inspiration. MyFitnessPal has thousands of recipes, and what's really amazing is that you can also put in the nutrients that you're eating yourself, and there are millions of individual nutrients that you can log into the app so that you have an idea of what you're consuming. Additionally, another thing that I love about the app is that it's like a community. You can get fitness inspiration. You can also have some inspiration around recipe and menu planning. These are the things that we all want. We want to be in community and well supported around our nutrition, and we want to do it feeling good, so we return to it day after day.
Well, that's certainly awesome. I'll be downloading MyFitnessPal for sure. I know we can go online as well. But as we wrap, how do we set ourselves up for the most success when using it and making it sure we're healthier for the holidays?
So I personally love the community section, and I feel like linking up with that community is really wonderful. And as a registered dietitian who's also a cookbook author, you know I've got to give a shout out to the recipes. You can go in and you can choose from a myriad of recipes that are really reflective of global flavors. Dive in there, you will not be disappointed.
Stress-free holiday hosting? Is it possible? Our next guest says yes. We are thrilled to welcome you back to our show. You know on Connect, we love connecting you with people in the know, and our next guest is a registered dietitian. She's well recognized, and when she gives us ideas, we lean in, and connecting you with places we want to go. And here we are in Miami, right here in Coral Gables, absolutely stunningly beautiful. But with that said, there's our next guest, Amy. And Amy, what do you have today for us for show and tell? Where do we start?
All right, I am going to show and tell how to plan the ultimate holiday season party, dessert, and gifts. So first things first, anytime that you want to entertain with a holiday party, I'm going to tell you to check out your fridge, your freezer, and your pantry to assess what you have to pull together show-stopping appetizers, main dishes, and sides. And I am telling you that choosing the best quality stocks and bone broths can really make a difference in all your favorite holiday dishes, which is why I love Kitchen Basics. So their stocks and bone broths are made with chef's quality non-GMO ingredients plus premium herbs and spices. So they're slow simmered for hours to really develop that rich, complex, full-bodied flavor that can truly enhance any holiday dish, from a risotto all the way to my mouth-watering melting potatoes. These are a perfect side dish or a delicious starter at your next party. So you can check out more information about all the varieties at kitchenbasics.com, as well as find a retailer near you. Now, the holidays are busy, so if you need a quick meal running out the door to go holiday shopping or run errands, or something that can double as a really fun appetizer at your next party, Chef Wu Ramen is perfect. So this is a ready-to-eat, plant-based, sustainable meal that can really add some calm to the hustle and bustle of the holidays because it's so easy to make. Now, the noodles are made with organic pea plant-based protein, and get this, each cup has a whopping 20 grams of protein. Now, I love this because it's nutritious, it's flavorful, and it's accessible because it's under $2 a serving. This makes it a great option for everyone. So you can check out all 5 of the flavors of Chef Wu Ramen at chefwuramen.com, or you can pick some up at Walmart, Aldi, or at Costco. Then every party is not complete until we have a sweet treat. And I have something that's going to double as both dessert and cocktail time. So everyone knows the smooth melting center of Lindt Lindor truffles, and that they really embody the passion and expert craftsmanship of the Lindt Master Chocolatiers. This is the perfect holiday chocolate for candy dishes, stocking stuffers, host gifts, and it can be an indulgent ingredient in drink recipes like my eggnog chocolate truffle martini. Absolutely going to be a hit with all of your friends and family at your holiday gatherings. So to learn more information about all of their chocolate truffles, their recipes, as well as their newest addition for the holiday season, the Lindt Milk Chocolate Snowflakes, you can visit lindt.com. Now, finally, if you're going to a party, you're probably going to need a little gift for that host or hostess. And if you have friends or family that love coffee, I have the solution for you. It's AeroPress. So AeroPress is just like a French press, but it's so much better because it's really revolutionizing coffee brewing with its patented 3-in-1 technology. So this creates a really smooth, rich, full-bodied flavor, eliminating that grit and bitterness that you often find with traditional presses. Now, what I love about AeroPress is that it brews and it cleans in less than 2 minutes, all for under $50, making it a great gift. And a real bonus is that this is portable. So as you're traveling for the holidays or people are moving about, this is something they can just put into their suitcase. It doesn't have to be plugged in or anything. Simple solution. And AeroPress has over 55,000 5-star reviews across 60 different countries. So they are truly unparalleled quality. And I'm telling you, this is a cup of coffee unlike any that you've ever had before. Sure to please any host or hostess that you're taking this to. I know my sister's getting one and she is very excited about it. So for all of my tips, all of your party planning ideas, check out my website, amygoodsonrd.com. My blog offers a new topic each week, and this month we're talking all about the holidays. Then you can follow me on Instagram at amyg.rd to help you fuel a healthy holiday season.
Holiday Pet Spectacular. Holiday Pet Spectacular. Our pets deserve some amazing holiday gifts, don't they? What's out there? What's cool? What's healthy for them? Well, that's what we've challenged our next guest with. First and foremost, welcome back to Connect. I'm your host, Conn Patrick Jackson, and you know we love connecting you with people in the know, and our next guest has written not only Pampered Pets on a Budget, but she's a pet living expert. She's going to be with us in just a moment. And you know we love connecting you with places you want to go. Here we are in Coral Gables, just outside Miami. Incredibly beautiful, right? More here in a second, but let's learn about our pets. Kristen, welcome. What do you have for us for show and tell? Where do we begin?
Well, first of all, I like to tell people that the best gift you can give your pet is to simply get them something that helps build the human-animal bond that you both have. So this could be a toy that you play with together. It could be a tool that makes pet care easier so you spend more time together. But we both get those great health benefits. Now, when I'm actually shopping for physical gifts, I start at PetSmart because they are the one-stop holiday shop for all your pet needs at the holiday time. And they also have really great prices. So, for example, one of their best sellers is the Advent Calendar for dogs and cats. Now, these are filled with toys and treats to help you both count down to the holiday. And PetSmart also has toys for under $5. For example, there's this adorable Hanukkah dog toy, there's a merry and bright reindeer elf cat toy, and we can't forget our rabbit friends, so we have this cute little mistletoe wood chew. Now, for every Chance and Friends toy purchased, $1 goes to PetSmart charities. Now, I also have a great suggestion for the gift of health. Ear infections, which are often displayed by pawing at the ears, are the #1 reason for unplanned vet visits, especially as our weather gets colder and wetter. So I'm recommending you give your dog the gift of health with Project Watson ear wash and ear wipes for dogs. It's made with a gentle pH balanced solution to help support cleaning and care, and to keep the ears free from dirt and debris, and it might help reduce the risk of infection. Now, routine ear cleaning is really important to do for your dog. It keeps them happy and healthy, and it's also a chance for you guys to spend more time together. Now, I have a great gift for pet parents that I think everybody's gonna love. You know how we all love our pets, but we don't love how their fur sticks to our clothing? Well, Suavitel is the perfect solution. Now, designed for pet parents specifically, Suavitel Shed Shield is a new fabric conditioner that repels pet hair versus detergent alone. And it also keeps your clothes irresistibly soft and fresh. So this way, pet parents can spend more time loving on their pets and less time being stressed by furry clothing. And then finally, I have a unique gift idea that will help you get to know your dog better. So our friends at Ancestry, the global leader in family history, they recently launched Know Your Pet DNA, its first dog DNA test. Now with Know Your Pet DNA, people can learn more about their dog's breed mix, traits, matches, all in this one single at-home test kit from the DNA experts at Ancestry. It's the most scientifically advanced dog DNA test on the market, and it offers insights into our dog's physical and behavior traits like anxiety and noise sensitivities. And you can get yours for under $100 at petdna.ancestry.com. Now, I know that was a lot to go over, but if you need more information on any of these great gift ideas, just visit tipsontv.com.
Tech for the holidays. Tech for the holidays. Yes, I am talking about technology. It's one of the biggest giving categories. And what just might be the right gift for your loved one? Our next guest, she's devoted her life of checking out gadgets and telling us what made her list. She started Techish. She's the founder of it, and she's been on our show several times, and we love Jennifer Jolly. There she is. Jennifer, thanks for joining us, and what made your fantastic list for the holidays for Show and Tell?
Well, I have been playing with gadgets all year long. Some of my favorites include what you see on the table before me here, including this one gadget that seriously does it all. This is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra. It is packed with gaming and creative power on a big, bright 14.6-inch display, which features innovative vision booster technology that keeps it super vivid and clear, even out in bright light. A high-resolution front camera, rich surround sound keep you connected and immersed in the moment, while that magnetic S Pen keeps you cranking for maximum productivity. The Tab S9 Ultra is built with armor aluminum and water and dust resistance that make it seriously one of the most durable tablets in the whole entire world, which I totally need for myself and, well, anybody in my family. We are so rough on our gadgets. Now, speaking of things that are a little rough, 1 in every 8 people in America have hearing loss in one or both ears. This is according to the National Institutes of Health. And if you just spent Thanksgiving with friends and family, well, chances are you were sitting across from a few of them. Maybe it's even you. So you need to know about Lexi Hearing.